Well, you're all wide awake, eh? That's a good start. Anyway, standing before you today, I feel I've got the seafood sector well covered because I think about the things I've done in over my career, and I wear many hats now. Vessel owner, I'm managing a seafood supply company, executive officer of the Scottish Seafood Association. I'm a member of the Scottish Advisory Committee and proudly been elected or appointed as a Seafish board member, and I think that's a huge privilege to get that opportunity to serve. So I think that kind of gives me a good base to just wind the summit up. I hope you've kind of all enjoyed it. I have. It's an opportunity to network, but it's also an opportunity to come here and learn a wee bit about our own industry. I've been in this for 40 years, and it's amazing. You sit and listen to all the different sectors, and you're still learning, and we'll continue to learn. But we are living in unprecedented times and uncertainty, that's for sure. And the one thing I'm sure about is we really can't be sure. And it is such a fluid situation. And it is, I suppose, for a political geek, it is interesting, but it's also very challenging and very concerning for business. So we kind of wish that we could get some sort of conclusion. So from my perspective, the summit has delivered maybe a couple of key benefits, which is we have heard from an excellent panel of speakers, and thanks to the team for putting all that together, because it has been very wide and varied over the 2 days, and I'm sure we'll learn from this summit, and I'm hopeful there will be other ones. I'm looking at the team there, and we'll do it bigger and better, and we'll just get even better at it. But it has also provided a wonderful opportunity to do some, just to relax a wee bit, do some networking, and just kind of generally chat and exchange views, and use the opportunity to nourish our networking opportunities and such like. Going on to the Fergus Ewing MSP, I thought he was very good today. I feel he is a minister that has the best interests of the sector at heart. He understands the sector, and I think he's very committed to it. And I have found, starting to work with him and his team below him, that they do want to do well for the seafood sector. And I think, to be honest, in this turbulent times, I think we are lucky to have a minister like that who's doing his best in the political arena for the industry. I challenged him a wee bit on markets, and he explained that new markets are important to us, but we must never forget our existing markets are the markets that we've built our businesses on, and they should be really well looked after and nurtured. New markets are great, and it's great opportunities, but look after the customers you've got, because they're the people that made the businesses that we've got. So it's maybe right that we should just remember that as well. Where a successful and thriving seafood industry starts with good governance and good management. And it's hugely, we are positive about our industry. I know we've got a lot of fears, but I look at people in this room, and generally we are positive about the future, and let's hope that it all works out for the best. So the session one, changing resources in the landscape, I just learned what that is. You can't use the word Brexit, but it is about Brexit. And we know that Brexit will deliver greater control over our marine resources, and therefore the potential for more fish to be landed into Scotland could create huge opportunities. However, that is the easy bit, and our challenge is to make sure that as an industry we have the infrastructure and the capacity in place so that we can maximise the benefit to Scotland from any additional resource we get. And I'm certain this can only happen if the industry and government work in partnership. And we are working through the challenges and with the government to deliver that. So it is difficult, but as I say, working together is the way to do it. Build bridges, again, putting walls up is near the way forward. So session 2, labour constraints. Well, we all know that the problems that comes with that. We've seen the figures, and even the P&J this week has reported that how severe it is for especially the northeast. And it's something, again, we've got to keep pushing the government on. I do think they didn't realise that how severe it is up here in northeast Scotland. And although we're very fixated on the future and innovation, that doesn't solve tomorrow's problem. That is futuristic, but we've got to make sure that business can continue to operate, and we've got the manpower to get the throughput, or else the economic benefit will just be lost. Going on to session 3, the changing trade landscapes. It was clear from yesterday's international trade seminar and today's summit that the business needs to be prepared and ready to adapt to the new trading landscape. And I think we are very all aware of that. Fortunately, there are a wealth of resources available providing that information and guidance and support. And we'll need to ensure that we're equipped to overcome the challenges in the short term and make the most of the opportunities that will emerge. There are some personal thank yous I would like to do on behalf of the Seafish board. I would like to thank all the speakers who've contributed here today. You've come here, some of you had to do presentations and didn't even know what you were going to present on. So I think it's been challenging for you guys. But from me and on behalf of you guys, I would like to put a special thanks to Marcus, to Aoife, Hazel, Angus, Lynn, Ian, Jess, and the many other Seafish people here that have made this happen today. Could we just give them a round of applause, folks? So there is quite a lot going on, but again, it was good to hear just before lunch from John Hester about investing in young people, because that really is our future. They are tomorrow's people. Although we're privileged to be in the industry right now, we've got to invest in them, innovate them, mentor them, and just make them the ambassadors of the future. And I think it's a great program of our own, and I hope that other companies and people share the vision and get on board, because young people are the future. I think it was a Prime Minister said that. Anyway, I would just like to kind of wind up a wee bit. Say it has been a privilege to be part of this. I hope you've all enjoyed it, and may I just say safe home, folks. Thank you.